All right, guys, I have to set the record straight because I'm seeing all these people, including mortgage lenders, saying that rates are going down. Okay, so the Fed met yesterday and announced a rate cut, and everybody got really excited. And so let me explain what this really means, because mortgage rates did not go down. In fact, they actually went up after the announcement, and let me explain why. So the Fed doesn't set mortgage rates. As I've said, they set the federal funds rate, and that is the overnight rate banks use to borrow money from each other. It affects things like car loans and credit cards, but not long-term mortgage rates. Mortgage rates are driven by the bond market, specifically the 10-year Treasury yield and mortgage-backed securities. So when the Fed cuts rates, the market reacts to what that means for inflation and for the economy. If investors think that the cut could reignite inflation or that the Fed might not really have things under control, they sell bonds. Bond yields go up, and so do mortgage rates. Therefore, that is why rates went up yesterday. That's what happens, and it's important to understand. The Fed's comments made investors nervous about inflation staying sticky, so the bond market pushed mortgage rates higher. So if you saw the headline and thought, yay, rates are dropping, or you're seeing people announcing that, they didn't. Mortgage rates move on investor expectations, not federal headlines. And that's why it's so important to work with somebody who watches the market and these trends daily and actually really understands it, so you get real answers and not assumptions. I'm Kristen Eck with the Eck team, and we are always here to keep you in the know and knowing what the truth is.